Module. I'm Curtis Smart. I'm a public health student at the University of Kansas Medical Center.
I'm Jessica Rodas.
I'm Dad. No, who I am.
No, but you have to say it anyway.
Okay. I'm in the post-bac program. I'll be in med school next year.
Thank you. All right. Great.
And then I'm Cynthia Harada Sizemore. I am one of the leads here for risk factors, and then also currently a graduate student at UMKC, finance.
Doris Sainz, Doris Tech Services.
All right, so this is our risk factors demo, and what we're going to do a little bit of is talk about preventative measures for cancer. So first we're going to play a video for you all. This is going to be our introduction video to our module, something to get the kids engaged and involved, something that kind of makes it interesting.
Can you turn the light on?
More advanced than anything we've ever seen.
Nothing gets in or out.
Time to die, cancer.
Love that. Isn't that good?
We animated that ourselves.
Oh, yeah, right.
So then we're just gonna basically cover what cancer is, talk to them a little bit about it. And after that, we're gonna go into, like, we have this indoor-outdoor thing. So they're gonna be covering indoor, we're gonna be covering outdoor. And so we came up with another video that's kind of lengthy, so we're not gonna play it, but it just gives some environmental transferable skills on how to, like some preventative measures on how to not contract cancer from outside or to lower the rate of cancer or the chances of you getting cancer outside. So, yeah.
It also has a lot to do with, the environment, obviously, it has a lot to do about pollution, and it links pollution with cancer, and it also gives our students some ways to individually, try to help alleviate some of these pollution that's happening in the world right now. So yeah, as you can see, our module was split into two main parts. We have an indoor part done by our ladies here, and Jessica and Cynthia. And ours, the outdoors, which is me and Curtis. We'll be talking about air quality and radiation stuff, and the field trip.
Yes, so for our field trip, we're partnering with the Missouri Water Works. We're going to several sites through them. Right now, we're working on 3 separate sites, but we're going to narrow it down to 2 once we get full confirmation. So one of the sites we'll be going to is the water treatment plant. That's located over in Kansas City, Missouri, and we'll be touring the facility, learning about the cycle of water, what happens from the moment it goes from the creek or the river until it goes through our faucet and right back out. We'll be doing an urban waste and recycling. Through our discussions, we learned that, I actually didn't know, one of the biggest issues facing Kansas City in terms of like environmental health is a lot of our urban waste that's going into the water. They say, how much was it? Like
1,000 tires out of the Blue River.
Oh my gosh.
1,000 each time, and they have this event every April. So that actually would be one of our potential events where the students will actually go to the Blue River and they will help pick up a lot of illegal dumping, because that's one of like their main illegal dumping sites. So every time that they go, they pick up approximately 1,000 tires at that particular location.
Yeah, which is crazy to think all those tires in our water. And then our third location is the Blue River Wastewater Plant. It's located close to Worlds of Fun. So we'll be touring the facility, again, having this discussion about the cycle of water, our health, what occurs. And then some tips for everyone in terms of field trips and discussions that we had.
So because we're visiting an actively working water treatment plant, there are a number of safety concerns, and we want to make sure that you as adults, and obviously that we relay that information to the students. So first off, because it's an active plant, they are asking please no backpacks or anything that can get tied to the rails. So like if you have like a loose backpack that could get tied to the rails. Our lanyards, we'll probably put them underneath the shirts.
We'll have to
simply
come up
because
a different thing for their food, because we always have food backpacks.
Yeah,
we'll plan that on leaving that in the
In the bus?
on the bus, yeah. It's, again, because we're potentially going to be visiting a water plant, there's going to be like flyaways, possibly fecal matter.
Right.
So we want to make sure that those
Masks.
particles don't get into our food.
Yeah, especially right now what's popular for the ladies are the backpacks that have that like that
The furry
microfiber fuzzy
ones,
stuff
yeah.
on them. So you don't want to take those because those will absorb all those fecal particles and whatnot onto it.
Do we need to provide masks for everyone on the field trip? Like those little masks that,
Yeah, we were having a discussion.
for our teachers too?
Yeah, we might, I mean, it depends on
The
personally,
sensitivity.
The sensitivity, so we'll probably just have the masks there available for everyone.
Okay, we'll make sure to have
Whether
those
or not
there.
everyone wants to use it, we'll leave that up to you,
I'm
just because
sensitive
we
to fecal
understand
matter.
some may do. In terms of shoes, they did say to make sure your shoes are threaded. I know
yeah.
we're going we're going into the winter months, so we wear our boots for the ladies. When we buy our boots, sometimes the boots at the bottom are not as threaded, it's more smooth. We don't want to wear any of those because we'll be walking around in some uncomfortable places. There's water, you could easily slip, and we don't want any accidents. Don't fall in. That's one thing that they did iterate. If you fall in, you fall in. And see you never again. So it's just a safety concern. Wait a minute! Not serious, but we're trying to integrate it. Just safety.
What kind of barriers are there for?
There's railings. Yeah, so again, right, so we want to make sure that the students are holding onto the railings, that there's no kind of rough play, that they're walking and following the instructions, because they have field trips there all the time. It's just a matter of preventative measures.
And again, a part of it is making sure you're paying attention. You're wearing the appropriate shoes, you're walking.
We'll have masks there.
Yes, that you don't fall in. So again, I'm sure we are going into an area with water, so there's going to be particles all over. You might get some stuff on you. So make sure you wear clothing. They said that it's equivalent to clothes that you would wear when you're mowing your lawn. But yes, when you're mowing your lawn. So you don't want to bring your brand new white Nike shoes or your brand new sweater you bought because it might not work out. And then bundle up. I know it's cold outside. They said when you go into the actual plant, the facility, because there are large bodies of water, it actually gets a little bit colder inside. So make sure you bundle up nicely.
Do we need to provide like the lab coats to wear over their coats or their sweatshirts and that kind of thing? If we have enough for teachers
Yeah.
and students, think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it, yeah.
And then also, we need the dates as soon as possible so that we can give them to transportation. We have to give them 3 weeks in advance.
Okay, we can get that to you. Okay. All
We
right.
like it.
Yeah, any questions on the field trip before we move on?
It's gonna be exciting for you guys.
Yes. I'll be excited once they come back and there's everybody safe and I'll feel okay. But I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and the same thing goes, like, beyond the plants, if, in case one of the plants doesn't work out, because they did say the water treatment plant was for sure that we could do that one. The wastewater plant, there's a little bit more
Logistic.
complicated logistically, so that's the one that's a little iffy. But in case we don't go to that one, then we'll go to the urban waste and recycling, which essentially will be on the river, you know, it might be a little muddy, stuff like that. So
Fun,
just
I like it.
things to think about.
Okay, very
Cool.
good.
Everyone's so excited, I can see them excited.
Everyone's like this.
You wanted a wow factor, this is
That's
a
right,
wow
that's a wow factor, right? It was the fecal matter, that I think that kind of put us in.
All right. Well, she did say that, you know, some of the students, when they've gone through the field trips, they're like, it's so smelly in here.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll
We need to
tell
warn
them
them.
that, well, that's just you, 'cause you put that
This is coming from,
It's the
Right.
historical.
it's right, you got it.
Yeah, but also, like, it's good that they know you don't, what to put down the drain.
Right.
Like, you don't put medicine down the drain.
Right.
Exactly, and that's one
So
of the
there's
things
not
that we'll
biodegradable.
discuss with them as well. Because, I mean, we're talking about like the hazardous waste, right? Like, yeah, you don't put harsh chemicals down, medicines, cleaning products, right? So that's one of the things that we're gonna talk about during our module. So like harsh chemicals. Harsh chemicals, you guys, harsh chemicals.
You're not supposed to put chemicals.
Is there any way we can, in terms of our demonstration day that'll come in February, is there any way that some of the young people will be able to share this information with their parents, maybe as their demo? As you're talking about, you can kind of see how it goes. You don't have to decide after you go on it and see how the interest of the students. That might be something that they could demonstrate at them and with you at the demonstration day, knowing what and what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, Ben was.
Yeah, we can actually, I don't know if this is possible or not, maybe, I don't know. But we can get like untreated water from the water
Uh-huh.
and show the families and the kids on demo day, like this is untreated water and
Right.
this is treated water. Just so they can see that.
So we can actually put that at the table.
Yeah.
We need a cover up, we have a cover on
People
it.
like don't drink on the table.
Yeah.
We can get enough time. This is untreated water.
Or even just Missouri River water.
I just got to list one of these that I was related to.
Yeah, okay, well, think about that as your, okay, love it.
Possibility.
Kind of moving around. So basically back to the outdoor, we were gonna cover air quality and what you can do, and water quality and what you can do about those different things. And these issues are really, we're putting these issues out there for the students to understand, like, from a different type of concept perspective, that they can use these tools to kind of lessen the chances of them getting cancer. Because eventually, like, there's some things you can't do, like pollution and exhaust from cars and things of that nature, because we're too far in, technology, we can't go back to that. So what they can do is limit use of those things and not get cancer from those things. So we're just giving them some preventative measures with that.
Yeah, like you said, like, if everyone like stopped using as much water, if everyone stopped using as much energy, like, we probably cut our carbon emissions by like 3/4 or right? So every individual, every action matters, and that's what we're trying to tell our kids, right? That with this information we can help.
All right.
Alright, so onto the indoor portion.
All right, so as you said, we're rotating. We're going to rotate between indoor and outdoor and understand those risk factors through those two perspectives. So for the indoors, we're going to have several rotations or stations within the classroom that the students are going to kind of rotate through and do some hands-on activities. So we're going to demonstrate one of those activities for you today. But to start off the conversation, what kind of products do you use to clean your house every day? You can just shout them out.
Alright, so we got a Fabuloso right here, right?
So fabulous.
Clorox, yeah.
Clorox, okay, we got our right here.
And so,
Vinegar.
Vinegar?
Okay, we got vinegar right here. Okay, perfect.
Baking soda.
Lysol, baking soda, bleach.
Anybody use a hot or compound?
Yeah. I use Ajax.
Okay, so what do you guys use these products to clean? So like, tell me what are some areas
Pots,
in
pans, floors,
pans,
sink,
sink? Okay, we've got a sink here.
counter.
Walls. Okay, so just about any surface in your house, right?
Yeah.
So like your countertops, you're probably cutting up your nice steak that you're getting ready for tonight's dinner, and you just cleaned everything. It's spotless. You're ready to clean it up and eat it. It's gonna be great, right? Okay, so what if we are to tell you that some of these chemicals, some of these products that you're using have hazardous chemicals that can potentially increase your risk of cancer?
Or are known carcinogens as well that are in these products that you use every single day in your home.
Like
you're
your-
breathing in, ingesting.
Like your delightful Fabuloso, right? It smells like lavender.
yeah.
Your house is spotless and clean, you know, it's just so accomplished. Yeah. Here, can I get 2 volunteers? Okay, we got right here. Come on out. Here. Come on in. You just think you're gonna come here clean today, right? So, all
I do need to clean my room though.
right. Yeah, can I get another person? One more volunteer. Somebody that, okay, come on in.
All right, so Raul, let's have you clean our counter with Fabuloso. So we're gonna have you use vinegar. And we're gonna do, no, you're just cleaning. Okay, why don't you guys come on this side?
Yeah, come on over here.
Yeah, go ahead. Just clean your counter.
Make it spotless and clean, make it shine.
All right, so while they're cleaning their house, they're cleaning the countertop, we'll have a small little discussion. So why is it that we use these products to begin with?
Kill germs.
To kill germs. Bacteria, viruses. They smell good, so yeah, our houses smell very good. Some of the reasons we use certain products is because just our parents use those products, so people continue to use those products. Part of it's part of the culture. So, Fabuloso, it's so fabulous. Remember when mom, used those products. The economics, so a Hox or Ajax, the Comet. A Hox is what it's called.
And that's the culture behind it,
It's a
right?
culture, okay? So it's cheap. It's 99 cents. You can get it at the dollar store. So it's one little thing you can clean
Makes everything white sparkle.
Exactly. Fabuloso, it's advertised. You can clean your toilet, you can clean your counter, you can clean your floor with it. You can pretty much clean a lot of items. But one of the things that as we looked at these products and like the chemicals that they have, is that a lot of these products are not only harmful for your health, but they're also known carcinogens. And so we looked at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Household Product Database. You can go on there and find any product that you use here in the U.S. and see what the ingredients are, which ones are known carcinogens, which ones will have issues such as respiratory issues, any allergies and so forth.
And it'll give it like a rating, like an A through F rating. And I love what you just did right now. Like you actually picked up the Fabuloso when she said ingredients, and you're like, okay, what's in this thing? And what did you find, Raul?
Nothing.
There's nothing. There are no ingredients listed in that Fabuloso. And one of the reasons why is that this is actually an imported product. So if you guys remember, right, so like usually there are certain labeling regulations that they have to follow. But because this is an imported product, it actually doesn't have any active ingredients.
And we researched, we we went all Sherlock Holmes and tried to get the list of ingredients that are in that product, but we couldn't find it. The only one is one that was listed in the back that says, oh, just be careful if you ingest this particular chemical that's in Fabuloso, then contact your doctor. And then when we looked at it, like it's
Like a sterilizer.
yeah, it's a sterilizer that's used in like medical